Hey everyone, welcome back to our DnD 5e series. Today, we'll be discussing one of the most unique subclasses in the game, the Eldritch Knight. This subclass is a blend of martial prowess and arcane magic, giving players access to a wide range of combat abilities. So, let's jump right in and take a closer look. What is an Eldritch Knight? The Eldritch Knight is a fighter subclass that focuses on both martial combat and magic. They use their combat skills and magical abilities to control the battlefield, deal damage, and protect their allies. This subclass is perfect for players who want to combine the best of both worlds and play versatile and formidable characters. The Eldritch Knight subclass grants players a unique set of abilities that set them apart from other fighters. Let's take a closer look at some of these abilities. Spellcasting at 3rd level, the Eldritch Knight gains access to a limited selection of spells. These spells are mostly defensive or utility-based and can help you control the battlefield or protect your allies. The Eldritch Knight can also use their spells to deal extra damage or enhance their attacks. Weapon Bond at 3rd level, the Eldritch Knight can bond with a weapon, allowing them to summon it to their hand at any time. This bond lasts until the weapon is destroyed or the Eldritch Knight ends it as a bonus action. This ability allows the Eldritch Knight to always have their preferred weapon at hand, even if it's lost or stolen. War Magic at 7th level, the Eldritch Knight can use a weapon attack and a cantrip in the same turn. This ability allows the Eldritch Knight to deal damage with both their weapon and spells, making them even more versatile in combat. Eldritch Strike at 10th level, the Eldritch Knight can channel their magical energy into their weapon strikes, causing them to deal extra force damage. This ability can be used once per turn, making the Eldritch Knight a formidable damage dealer. Arcane Charge at 15th level, the Eldritch Knight can use their bonus action to teleport up to 30 feet to a space they can see. They can then make a melee weapon attack, dealing extra force damage. This ability allows the Eldritch Knight to quickly close the gap between them and their enemies, making them an even more dangerous threat. As an Eldritch Knight, there are several feats you could choose from that would complement your subclass abilities and improve your combat effectiveness. Here are a few examples. Warcaster. This feat would allow you to cast spells even when you have weapons or a shield in your hands, and to cast spells as a reaction when an enemy provokes an opportunity attack from you. This would be particularly useful for an Eldritch Knight, who relies on both weapon attacks and spells in combat. Spell Sniper. This feat would allow your spells to have a longer range, and to ignore cover when you make spell attacks. This would be helpful for an Eldritch Knight who wants to stay at a distance from enemies and use spells to control the battlefield. Mobile. This feat would give you extra movement speed, and allow you to move away from enemies after you make a melee attack against them without provoking opportunity attacks. This would be useful for an Eldritch Knight who wants to move in, deal damage with a melee attack, and then move away without getting hit in return. Great Weapon Master. This feat would allow you to make heavy weapon attacks with a -5 penalty to your attack roll, but with a +10 bonus to damage if you hit. This would be a good choice for an Eldritch Knight who wants to focus on dealing massive damage with their weapon attacks. Resilient. This feat would allow you to choose an ability score and gain proficiency in saving throws for that ability. This would be useful for an Eldritch Knight who wants to be more resistant to spells or other effects that target their weaknesses. These are just a few examples of feats that could work well for an Eldritch Knight. Ultimately, the best feat choices will depend on your character's specific strengths and weaknesses, as well as your playstyle and the needs of your party. So, there you have it, folks. The Eldritch Knight is a unique and versatile subclass that can make for a formidable character in any D&D campaign. With their blend of martial prowess and arcane magic, the Eldritch Knight can control the battlefield, deal damage, and protect their allies. So, if you're looking for a new and exciting subclass to play, give the Eldritch Knight a try.